Hey everyone, welcome to today's Explainer. We're jumping right into a huge reality check for the digital economy. We're going to decode the exact, data-driven formula for ultimate YouTube profitability in 2026. Basically, it's your earnings multiplied by your retention. So let's get right into it.
55%. Think about that for a second. According to the 2025 Retention Rabbit Benchmark Report, that is the staggering portion of viewers who click away within the first 60 seconds. I mean, more than half your audience vanishes before you've even cleared your throat. We're living in a brutal attention economy, and honestly, understanding this single metric completely changes how we've got to look at content creation.
And that brings us to this fascinating mystery that totally breaks the internet's golden rule. Why on earth do some channels with way fewer views end up making literally 5 times more money than a massive viral sensation? Like, how does that work?
Well, to figure that out, we first need to tackle the YouTube viewership myth.
To really understand this, we have to peek behind the scenes. General entertainment, your pranks, your daily vlogs, they get massive views for sure, but they have incredibly low CPMs. Basically, advertisers just don't pay much to be there. But then look at finance and business content. Way lower views, but astronomically high CPMs. Advertiser demand dictates your income far more than sheer viral reach ever could. So let's break this down into our first core pillar, the economics, which is your actual earning. Let's lift the hood on the financial mechanics here. The absolutely crucial thing you need to grasp is the difference between CPM and RPM. So CPM, or cost per mil, is the gross amount advertisers pay for 1,000 ad impressions. But RPM, revenue per mil, is what you, the creator, actually get to keep after YouTube takes its 45% cut. RPM is the metric that pays your rent. It's vital to know exactly what numbers are actually hitting your bank account.
Now, looking at the 2026 data, it is wild. Premium advertisers are paying top dollar. We're talking up to $22 CPM for personal finance content, which makes it perfect for affiliate monetization. Legal content, that pulls in up to $18 as law firms scramble to build authority. But gaming, despite its massive popularity across the platform, it yields a measly $3 to $7. You might have the most epic gameplay footage in the world, but your audience just doesn't have the same buying intent.
Just look at the scale of this gap. It's staggering. You could literally do the exact same amount of work, spend the exact same hours editing in your bedroom, get the exact same amount of views, but by choosing personal finance over gaming, your potential revenue ceiling is over 3 times higher. Choosing the right niche fundamentally changes your whole economic reality.
All right, moving on to Pillar 2, the attention economy, or retention.
Here's the massive twist in all of this. Having a high ad rate is totally useless if viewers don't stick around long enough to actually see those ads play. Our baseline for 2026 is an abysmal 23.7%. That's the overall average video retention rate across the entire platform. That means nearly 80% of the hard work put into the average video is never even seen by a human being. We actually call this the 1-minute wall. Like we mentioned earlier, 55% of viewers just vanish by that 60-second mark. Only 45% make it past that point. The modern audience loses focus with brutal speed. If you don't establish massive value basically instantly, they're just going to swipe, click, or scroll away to someone who does.
Viewers operate on what's called an 8-second consideration window. They decide almost immediately if you're worth their time. And notice how retention drastically changes by category. Educational how-to videos hold an impressive 42.1% average retention. Meanwhile, casual vlogs lag way behind at just 21.5%. Why? Because structured educational content that promises a clear solution and actually delivers it just performs vastly better at holding human attention.
Which brings us to the 2026 winners, mastering both metrics.
So who is actually mastering both earnings and retention at the same time? On one side of the winning spectrum, you've got personal finance and B2B SaaS pulling in massive premium ad dollars. On the other side, you've got true crime and betrayal narratives. Now, they might not have software-level CPMs, but their gripping storytelling maximizes watch time. True crime stories boast RPMs near $13 and an explosive 21x growth rate, simply because viewers cannot look away. If you want the ultimate untapped micro-niches for 2026, the blueprint is super clear. AI tools for professions like law or real estate, those are hitting between $28 and $55 CPMs with near zero competition right now. Trading app tutorials command $15 to $45 CPMs, and you can often hit monetization in just a month or two.
Or how about English learning podcasts? They sit at $18 to $22 with 21 times growth. These are incredibly lucrative, hyper-specific niches that combine high demand with super engaged, specialized audiences.
And remember, mastering retention is about way more than just squeezing in extra ad rolls. As Retention Rabbit notes, channels in the top quartile for audience retention see 3.5 times higher subscriber growth momentum. Holding attention isn't just about protecting your current ad revenue, it's a massive algorithmic multiplier for your whole channel's growth.
Now let's talk about our final piece of the puzzle, the human authenticity premium.
This is a critical warning about the dangers of over-automation in the modern creator landscape. 70%. That's the drop we're seeing. Heavily automated, low-effort AI slop channels suffer a devastating 70% drop in retention compared to high-effort, authentic content in the exact same niches. You could generate 100 videos a day with AI, but if your retention is penalized by 70%, your whole profit equation just collapses completely. Audiences in 2026 are incredibly sophisticated. A monotonous AI voiceover causes an average 35% drop-off in just the first 45 seconds. People instantly recognize and outright reject robotic generic delivery. They are actively demanding genuine human connection, unique perspectives, and, actual discernible human effort.
So let's summarize all this into an actionable, future-proof blueprint. Step 1, hook fast. You've got to prove your value within the first 15 seconds to beat that 60-second drop-off. Step 2, niche down to high CPM problems. Don't just make a general tech channel, make an AI for lawyers channel. And Step 3, embrace authenticity. Infuse genuine human effort and storytelling to dodge that AI penalty and keep your viewers locked in.
Which leaves us with the ultimate question for your own digital strategy. Are you just chasing empty views, or are you ready to build a high-retention revenue engine? The data's clear, the top niches are mapped out, and the equation is officially solved. The next step? Well, that's entirely up to you.